Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Guess who forgot something happened here? Yeah, when you get the jet badge, if you talk to this guy, there's a treasure on the edge of the runway apparently, and well, let's go ahead and Dowser machine it up, I guess. We'll see if we have to do that. But yeah, there's an item that you can get. I just need to work out exactly where that ends up being. Well, they said at the edge of the runway, so I'm assuming this is it, because that wasn't here before. And indeed it is. It's a TM for Aerial Ace, which they suddenly, come out of nowhere. They found it, obviously, so yay. Obviously, TM stuff. You can use it. They'll just get that. You can use it indeed. Heck yeah. So, Aerial Ace, 60 base power, flying attack, it never misses, which is good against double team, but not against Emolga, sadly, because that's part electric, and it's got static, so you don't want to be touching it anyway. So, yeah, don't know if I'm going to use it in the end, but it's there, and it looks cool, and the friggin' interlacing here is kind of bad. I didn't notice that before. Has it always been that bad? Huh, whatever. Yeah, don't expect me to use it anytime soon, but it's a TM that we could potentially teach, and that is awesome in its own right. So, with that said, let us progress into Twist Mountain here. I will probably put on repels fairly quickly, but I want to try and do a fair bit of this without if I can. Because you can see we are in winter, so like I showed once before on, you know, the winter changes from the stream stuff, which unfortunately was the last thing I could end up putting up from this, snow kind of changes the whole dynamic of this place, because you can see you have, like, lots more areas you can explore with it. You can also get an item over here, so don't forget to get that, because it's a full healer. That's pretty useful. But yeah, when you get to those lower routes down there, you are able to do quite a lot with it, which is good. You can climb places that you normally wouldn't be able to climb in this sort of place, so that's nice. Anyhow, if you would, kindly just look the other way for a second, I can get myself a hyper potion, and then pretty much have to fight you anyway. Your spirit goes up when surrounded by rocks, eh? That's kind of weird, sir, but okay, if you say so. So, Daryl, what have you got for us? You have a Woobat. I'm sending out friggin' Pigface here, aren't I? Of course I am. I think a Woobat should be okay for me to take on, though. I'm probably wrong with this, but I reckon it's okay, because I do still go first, and Heat Crash is going to one-hit KO. Seriously. Because Woobat's not very heavy, but Spider Pig kind of is pretty fat, so definitely something that it can take on. I did not really go and heal since the last time I played, I guess, but I still have enough HP over here that I don't think it matters too much. Because obviously Tangela is at full health, it's gonna get a level up from this as well, maybe, which is quite nice. That Rock Slide still hurts though, you know how bulky this freaking Tangela is, and it's still doing that much to me. That's painful. I know I don't have the EV lights on this anymore because it's on Spider Pig, but ow, that really does a lot of damage. I'm sort of a bit nervous about taking any more hits like that actually, because yeah, that's way more than I hoped for here. But yes, I do get a level up, which is very good. And with that, it's one level closer towards being more awesome than it already is, I guess. I don't know. It's great. Sort of unfortunate, though, that this guy's got pretty much the exact same Pokemon in the exact same order as the last trainer that I've fought, but oh well. You know, I think the last hiker definitely had Boulder and Gerda here. I don't remember what he had out first. Probably not a Woobat. But, you know, the same general idea within the trainer. 777 experience. That's kind of funny. So yeah, it's sort of unfortunate how that happens. And now I've got to see, am I... this is censored. Am I going to put repels on and stuff here? Because really, I'm not going to get very much out of these Pokemon. Well, I would if they were, like, fully evolved and stuff. Which direction do I want to go? There is a trainer up there. I think I'm gonna go in here, because I know there's a trainer on the other side of this as well. Yeah. So let's go ahead and fight you, because I can. I don't know. Yeah, having Pokemon is natural, whatever. I'm sure it is true if you really feel like it. Ace Trainer, once again, gonna have some fairly tough Pokemon here. Carol, eh? Except she's using Vanillish, which is the evolution of Vanillite, which we did see earlier on. So it's a bit stronger, but it's still an Ice type. However, it's using Acid Armor, which is going to be very good for it in this situation, because I only have physical attacks now. So even though I'm hitting this super effective, it's not going to do that much damage. Yeah, you can see it doesn't even 2-hit KO now, which is quite scary, but I should be able to outspeed here, and I think a Heat Crash might KO it from here. Nope, apparently not. It's heavier than I thought it was, and now it's taunting, which is... How can an ice cream taunt? I suppose maybe it just goes, eat me, and then that's taunt enough, right? But, seriously, how can an ice cream use taunt? Yeah, I've stated my stance on the Vanillish line before. It's not the absolute worst of this gen, but it's definitely one of, to me. Just because, I mean, come on, how is an Ice Cream a Pokemon? Anyway, White Rock is learning Hail here, and, well, I think I'm going to keep the moveset that it's got. It doesn't have Ice Body, so I don't need Hail for that. And Hail just hurts everybody else on my team, so not much point in having it. Gothorita! I don't really want to be fighting a level 35 Gothorita here. That's probably got at least Psybeam, possibly Psychic, and I do not want to be taking that on with this. I think Dweevil should be able to live a hit, so... And Signal Beam, I'd be surprised if it didn't one-hit KO. And then again, it is level 35. Future Sight's 100 base power. It's not going to hit for a while, but it is 100 base power, so I do have to be careful of that. It is going to hit at the end of next turn, and wow, it actually survived. They get Heal Block? Really? They get Heal Block. I did not know that. That is sort of impressive. Huh, okay. Also, Signal Beam is not as strong as I would like, so I guess I didn't actually kill it there, and I have to take Future Sight. But I dodge it! Hells yeah! I think it's about 90% accuracy, so I'm really kind of grateful that I dodged that, because that would have hurt quite a bit. This Signal Beam is also going to hurt quite a lot, and it actually does KO, because it didn't even crit! Wow, I thought that was going to be a crit kill. But no, I guess Duosion is not as defensive as I thought, so hooray for that. I think it's got really good HP, but not so good defenses, so that's a thing. Look at that speed! That speed is insane, man! Yep, that is why we have our battles. I don't quite understand how that works, actually, but yeah. I mean, surely if you were happy for your Pokemon, you wouldn't want them to fight because they're getting hurt? I don't know, that's just my sort of assumption here. But whatever, you fight me as well. Why the hell not? Okay, that's actually fair enough, because the fighting Pokemon do tend to do a lot of like fisticuffy brawly stuff. Obviously, they are fighting types, that's what they're like. And Fro, that's an interesting one. It's very tanky. It's also pretty high level, jeez. Yeah, it's a tank of a Pokemon, that is for sure. I kind of wish I had Regal with me right now, because Regal would really help here. Because I don't anticipate this doing all that much damage. Yeah, that does like nothing. I need to hit this with specials. I need to kill this pretty quickly too, because that bulk up right there, that is scary. Yeah, Mattress is at half health, so I'm gonna go to Aquafino, because Aquafino is fairly good in physical defense. So he can take a hit, so long as this isn't too high powered, you know, move-wise, and it's just bulking up again. Okay, time for Scald. I really would like to get a burn on this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have Guts as its ability, so I kind of want to burn this as fast as I can. I know Froar is also... wait, there's the burn. I know it's also... wow. It's also wow, yes. It's also pretty damn bulky overall, and it's got a fairly high attack stat. So, it's a dangerous Pokemon to be fighting, but because it's burn, Scald is going to 2-hit KO from here, so hooray for that. It kind of just shows though that these Pokemon are pretty high level. They're already starting to get above the gym leader's level here. And that's scary because a lot of my Pokemon were matching the gym leader's levels at best, so yeah. Anyway, White Rock is level 32, which is a very good level to be for White Rock there. Because that means it gets an evolution. So already it might prove to be useful, as it is. Even though it's only level 32, because when it evolves into... well, it's a Spheal before, so it evolves into a bigger Spheal, obviously. It's a Celio. Yeah, not gonna bother with the name stuff there. So, yeah, Celio is kind of pretty fat, but very, very cool. It wants to learn Swagger. That might actually be a little bit better than Encore, because Encore really isn't that good in-game, and it's only 3 turns that it lasts for. I'm probably not going to use Swagger very much either, but it's a better option than Encore in-game, so... especially because I have 2 physical tanks that can take stuff on, you know. So, 104 HP at level 32 when it's still gonna evolve as well. That's pretty great, I've got to say. Look at that special attack. That's, for, again, a Pokemon that's still got to evolve. The special attack combined with the defensive stuff here, it's gonna be pretty decent, I've got to say. Obviously the speed is lacking, but if I find that to be a big issue, I can just Quick Claw with it, so... I'm okay with this, and there's a fair few other Pokemon on my team who have speed issues as well, so... yeah, but it's bulky, so it can take a hit, it can afford to take the hit, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, you are another trainer which I have to fight, go figure. That's fine. Really, it's not an issue because you are a worker, and you have a Bulldog, god freaking damn it! I should maybe teach my, Piggy Grass Knot here, because it's starting to look like it might be very useful here. I don't really want to go to Mattress because of the slight problem that it's kind of at half health, so I'm going to go out to Aquafino instead. I hopefully will get a Scald Burn, that would be really awesome, but even if not, I think it's okay because I do have pretty good defenses here. I can take a few hits from Boldor, and that's all I really need to do. Let's take some hits. And can I get the burn? I do get the burn. Hells yeah. So this Smackdown is going to do like no damage because the attack is halved. This is why Scald is awesome. This is why I'm not teaching Aquafino Surf, because Scald is not much weaker. It's about 20% weaker, so it is a little bit, but it has that 30% burn rate, which is amazing. And if you're in a double battle, Scald will actually hit your, it will hit nobody except the opponent. Surf will hit your partner. Okay, it hits both opponents too, but it will hit your partner, and that's not good. Hone Claws boosts accuracy, Excadrill is not going to survive this Scald, and even if it does, I have Aqua Jet, so that is not going to make a single bit of difference. It is a little bit frightening seeing an Excadrill on the opponent's side of the field though, but I have Aquafino, who is fully evolved at this point, so Excadrill does bugger all to me, and that's what's important in the end. This is the result indeed. You're kind of pretty terrible. So, out here we do not have to worry about wild Pokemon. It's only when we go inside the cave that we have to worry about that. And that's pretty neat. except you've now got to watch because I think some of these guys, there's actually trainers in one or two of these possibly because they're sneakies like that. Like this one right here, yeah. So I was correct. Number 2 trainer. Oh man, you're pretty confident in your own abilities there, aren't you? To be calling yourself the number 2 trainer here, you are fairly confident. You have a right to be fairly confident though, because you have a Swoobat, and man, we've seen those things can hurt. What am I going to do with this one? I think it might be a little bit of a risk going into White Rock, because although it does have type advantage, it doesn't resist flying, and if it goes for Calm Mind, that kind of ruins my main offense against it. Even though Dweevil still has a similar sort of problem, I definitely think Dweevil is the better play here, because I should be able to survive an Air Slash with this, and get a 2-hit KO with Electro Web still, because Electro Web is fairly powerful and Dweevil is pretty damn powerful by itself. Yeah, it's an easy 2-hit KO. So long as I survive the Calm Mind. Okay, you're exceptionally greedy there, trying to Calm Mind up again against a freaking, you know, Pokemon that's got super effective stab against you. But hey, that's just how you want to play. I can't really tell you otherwise, I suppose. So yeah, about that. Well, at least it does mean that I don't get KO'd or anything, which I am very happy with. So, where to go now? I want to see what's over here. It's an item, heck yeah. So, I mean, Twist Mountain is fairly linear overall, which is nice for me, because that means I don't have to worry too much about missing stuff. But, I mean, I think there was maybe one other alternate path. Oh, wow, Houndoom, cool. I think there was maybe one other pathway that I could have gone on, so I should maybe check that out later. But as a direct route through sort of thing, I think I'm doing fine at the moment. I don't know why I'm keeping this in the end, actually. I just don't expect this Houndoom to survive very long, because Rock Smash is kind of pretty powerful, so against a low defense Dart type at the very least. And hey, we get level up for White Rock. That's kind of neat. So yeah, I shouldn't maybe keep in the battle stuff that way, but they don't last very long. So in those cases, wow. You, sir, in my freaking Soul Silver streaming run thing, you were the absolute bane of existence. It took me... I didn't catch it in the end because it killed itself. That's how much of a bane of existence it was. Jeez. Okay, not gonna lie, I think this is one of the first times I've actually seen the Jolteon artwork here, and not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking cute. Yeah, that's a cute Jolteon. Okay, there's gonna be a trainer or two down here probably, but there's also an item, another Stardust, which is kinda cool. And another Pokemon, which is not quite so cool. I can't... Wow, that's kind of a bit of a fat Raichu there. I can't deny that I've been sort of lucky with encounters though, so... I can't run away. That's a slight issue because it's got Thunderbolt as well, and that could have done a lot of damage, but didn't, so yay. Yep, there is a trainer down here. He's right there. This old man changes in every battle. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Oh, what are we at now? Like 19 minutes in this? That's not too bad. So, Worker Rob, you have a Boldore for me. That's kind of boring at this point, but okay. Sure, if that's what you want to have. Kind of slightly annoyed that I have 2 rock-weak Pokemon here. I might have to heal just because I don't really have a whole lot to go on here. Like, I'm looking to get at least this fight done without healing item stuff, but my Pokemon are getting kind of beat up at this point, so I might have to heal just because of that. If I do, then I do, but if I can avoid it, then I will most definitely try and avoid it. curiously enough. I don't think I will have to heal in the fight itself, and wow, that burn rate is coming in a massive amount. Power Gem is actually a special move, so this is going to do even less because Boldor does not have special attack to speak of. You don't use special attacks on a giant rock thing like that, seriously. More Boldors. Well, at least I've got the right Pokemon in here. I can survive a couple of rock slides at this point, providing it doesn't crit, which would make me sad face, but I can survive a couple, and that would be nice. Smackdown, I can definitely survive a couple of those, so I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going to Aqua Jet finish it. There's not really a whole lot to say about Mr. Boldor over here. It's got Sturdy, so I can never kill it in one shot. It is pretty bulky, mind you. So if I'm not using special attacks against it, I probably won't kill it in one shot anyway. But it also has a lot of attack power, actually. The Boldor line is pretty strong. It's much stronger than the Geodude line, which is effectively what it's modeled after. But it is pure rock as opposed to rock and ground, which means it doesn't have quite so many weaknesses, I guess, but it also lacks the stab Earthquake. However, what it has against it is the fact that it has, as a fully evolved Pokemon, it has about 20 base speed. So it's really freaking slow, to say the least. And that's not a good thing when you're in a generation that's got a whole ton of other slow Pokemon, I suppose. Anyway, now you can see we can walk on the snow, and it's fairly awesome, and I do like that as a possibility. I think what that really does for me is it means that I could just skip to the end if I went this way, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, we're not going to do that just now. Instead, we're going to find a rare candy that's buried up here. That's pretty useful. I might use that later. There's also this bit which you can't access normally, I think. So that's kind of cool. And then if we go all the way up here, this is another place that we cannot access normally. Or I know this is at least a place that we can't access normally. Maybe this is the only one, but it's still a place which you cannot normally access, and that means you've got items all over the place to get to. Including stuff that I can't use. How about that? And I know there's a doctor around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where he is. He's down there. Okay, what else is up here then? Oh, this is just the other way round. Oh wow, so actually I didn't have to go through the cave bit at all. I could have just gone up here. And doing that would have saved me a lot of effort. But oh well, that's fine because I wanted to do the cave stuff anyway. So, Doctor Man, go ahead and fight me so that I can beat you and you can heal my Pokemon and everything would be perfectly fine. Except you're using Duosion, which is not perfectly fine because I can't freaking fight that with a half-health Spider Pig. It will die. I don't actually have a whole lot to fight Psychic types with. This is another slight problem. I mean, you could argue, well, why not bring out one of your Ghost types then? Because you got two of them. Ghost does not resist Psychic, and these guys are still pretty powerful. This Psyshot, we've seen how much it hurts before, and yeah, that hurts a lot. Signal Beam KO'd last time. If it doesn't KO, then I lose Dweevil, which is really terrible. But it KOs, so that's fine. Yeah, there's not much else I could say to it. It was either kill or be killed at that point, and I decided I was going to kill. Mershana! I would love to fight Mershana with Dweevil here, but if I do, it's going to perish, and that's not good. What can I fight it with, though? Look at how badly injured like everything is. I'm gonna try and fight it with White Rock over here. It's the same level, and I do have Surf, and I am fairly bulky. I don't know. Psybeam, let's see how much this does. Actually, a hell of a lot. Wow, okay, so I'm probably not gonna be able to kill this here, which means I'm probably going to have to heal. Because even though I do have Surf, it does jack shit shit because it's bulky as all hell, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have to use a healing item pretty soon because I don't think I have any other way of winning this. Unless it just goes ahead and hits itself like 4 turns in a row, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen. Defense curl is just gonna make it even worse for me because, well, okay, it's not gonna make it much worse. You used a full heal? What? What? No, you can't do that. No, no, no. Just a freaking full heal out of nowhere. Really? You are not going to recover from this that easily, good sir. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be able to use a physical attack anyway, and it hits itself, so maybe I can take this down. Wow, that still did no damage to itself there. That's pretty crazy. He's not using another full heal. That's good. So maybe if I'm lucky and it doesn't hit me here... Oh, but it does hit me. But I can still win this. And I didn't get credit there. Okay, that was scary. But yeah, I can still win this, except he uses a bloody hyper potion, right? Okay, okay, okay. If that's how we're gonna play it, then I have no choice but to use items as well. I was trying to be the good one. I was trying to be the dude who didn't use item set, but I have no choice at this point because I cannot take a hit with anybody on this thing. Uddernaut would take 2 shots at best. And it's got a defense curl up, so I'm gonna do like no damage to it. I have no choice. I have to heal at this point. I mean, I could have just healed outside of battle, and I should have, but I didn't. So whatever. And yeah, I literally have no choice with this. So I'm gonna have to hope for like a confusion hit itself here. And it doesn't, because that's just freaking typical. Sorry guys, but I have no choice. Unless you want me to lose like 3 Pokemon. Not 3, because I would just lose 1 and then Dweevil would kill it. I really don't have a choice here. I've got to go ahead and heal. And really the only reason I have to heal is because he healed twice. Once for that full heal, and once with the Hyper Potion. That's really the only reason I have to in the first place, so, you know, he was kind of a dick and used 2 healing items on his thing, so you know what, I'm going to be a dick and use 2 healing items as well. That's how it works. That is karma, right there, almost. Not really, but that's what I'm going to call it. So, Mashanda goes down, White Rock gets a crap ton of experience, that's always good, and we just need to get healed up by him now. So, yay for that. And I think really that's going to end the video here, because that's pretty much like 28 minutes. That's usually what I would end up playing for. I need to go somewhere else to get that particular item. I can get it from here, however, so that's good. So yeah, I've kind of been playing for the usual sort of time that I would do a recording thing for. So this has been GamerCow playing Pokemon Black, a random Nuzlocke. And next time we're gonna finish up Twist Mountain and do a little bit with the next town. And that's probably gonna be as far as I go before Christmas recording stuff, because I really have like a day and a half left or something before I go back. And I won't have time to do much more than that. But I needed to get this particular bit done before I leave for Christmas, because otherwise I'd have to change my computer clock temporarily for stuff, and that's not cool. So yeah, I don't even know what that discussion, not even discussion, my freaking monologuing was all about there, but it happened, and it was an event which existed in time.